Hey y'all, I am back. Now that I am finished with all of my preparing my embellishments to put on this swing, we can go ahead and start adding everything. Ooh, that was a job. That's an all-day job if you want to do it right. But I am ready. So I got a big bow to put on, and I think I'm gonna do that in the middle. I got shatterproof ornaments and acorns and pine cones and squirrels and birds. I don't have no acorn, I have pine cones. So this is the outcome of my swing. Now, if you didn't see this video, it's on my last video. I did a part 1 and part 2. I do part 1 and part 2 because I don't want my videos to be so long, and the projects that I've been making lately require a lot of work. Sorry about the shaking of the phone. So I am finished with that. So let's get this middle point, and the first thing we're gonna do is apply our bow. Let me get this tape measure and measure it out. I do want to go halfway, but to put that bow in the middle. 30, 30, 50, 27. We're gonna go 27 and a half. That should be the middle. Let's do this again. No, it's not that long. It's not starting from the beginning. So that's about 50, 54, 27 should be around the middle. That should be around my middle, right there. 27, the total length is 54. Put a mark there. I hope y'all can see me pretty good. Let me clean my lens. Look like it's kind of foggy. All right, now I made my bow. Big beautiful bow. It's how many ribbon? 1, 2. It's a 3 ribbon bow. I'm gonna attach it right there. I think I had me some Chanel stems already ready. Ooh, this was a long process, you guys. Long process. The preparing takes the longest. So we just gonna go ahead and put the Chanel stem on our bow. And we can spread that down a little bit. I am tired. I got a taste for a homemade burger. That's what I have a taste for. I have some leftover ribs from yesterday, but I'm not feeling no ribs today. So I think I'm gonna whip up I'm gonna get that fly. It was singing around me before I turned on my camera, but I see it and resurfaced. I pulled out my fly swatter and it disappeared, but I see it came back. But I'm gonna get it. I will get it. I had my garage door open, that's how it got in. So it ain't gonna be in here too long. So I'm just tying my bow really tight. So I'm not gonna really fluff it out until I put everything on here, because when you're messing around, that's when you did I do it on the opposite side? No, I don't think so. My loop is just, this is my loop, because that looked mighty big for my loop. I just want to look at it just a little bit before I start messing with it. Alright, so that's our bow. Now, what are we going to put on that next? We got some, let's put our ornaments on there. I did a video on how I shred my water shatterproof ornaments. If you want to go back and look at it, you can. So we're going to put that right there. I just put a hole in it. It already had this hole. I just broke off the hook part and put a hole in that with my wood burner. But you can go back and look at the video. Let's see if I have enough space. Yeah, I should. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tie this. And I use some floral wire on this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and loop it around a few times. I'm going to go do the same thing on this end, but I'm not finished securing it yet. Take it and loop it around on this end. Then I'm going to go over my wire to hold it with this Chanel stem. Bring it in really, really tight. Take another one and do the same thing on this end. And I'm also going to go in and secure these a little bit to keep them from moving around. And you can do that same thing. Gotta find that piece of wire because you want your Chanel stem to go over that wire. to hold the wire in place. Really tight. Make sure you got the wire. And you can go back and cut those off later. Let's go ahead and cut us another piece of wire. Might as well do it right now so you don't have to worry about it later. Hope I can find my end, because this wasn't the one that I was using. I don't see the one that I was using. I hate to cut it in several pieces, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. That should be long enough. I hate to use my scissors only on fabric, especially my good scissors. Only on fabric. We're gonna take this. I should have used a Chanel stem. I can handle it better, and then I won't have to use a zip tie. I mean, not a zip tie, but a Chanel stem. So just start off with the Chanel stem. It'll be sufficient enough to hold that little birdie and everything else together. And of course, you're gonna cut the end of your Chanel stem. Let's bring this towards the front. And you want to turn all your stuff around the right way, of course. We're not gonna put number 2 Chanel stems in here. We turned out to have one beautiful day over here. We got so much rain this morning, and I thought it was gonna turn cool right away, but we supposed to get up in the 40s tomorrow. So it's gonna be kind of chilly tomorrow. All right, so we have our bow on. Our birds, squirrels, acorns, and you know you can twist this thing, so if you want it straight, it'll look okay if it's twisted a little bit. Now, put this back up because I don't think I might use that again. Okay, so what we want to put on next, we have some other little balls, but let's go ahead and put those on too. I wished I would have did all these with Chanel stems. So y'all see why it took me so long, and I did these the same way. I do not like glass ornaments. I did the same thing as put the little holes in there. But for one thing, I don't want those holes to show. So I may have to do a straight effect to keep my holes from showing. And I'm gonna go right in between, kind of like up underneath where you can't see the mesh and the wire together. And go ahead and twist it around. And I got this folded. I'm gonna fold this on the end so my ornament don't slide out while I'm working on this. So we're gonna have them kind of straight. We don't want that hole to show. And I'm gonna go underneath under that bird so you won't see the connection. Try not to rip your mesh, especially if you got a piece of wire that's kind of like lifted a little bit and knotted. And you want to do this as tight as possible to try to eliminate showing the hole. So pull it tight. And I'm just keep twisting it around. Sometimes I do projects that make it difficult for me. I like the challenge. Okay, that should be good enough so your holes are not showing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and snip this wire off because I think it's secured enough. And I'm gonna go ahead and twist this around for a couple of more times and make sure it's straight. And just snip it off, bend it under. Okay, now situate that. Now that's straight. All right. This bird is the right way. This bird is not. All right, now since we put one on the side, you have to do that one a little tighter. I don't want that hole to show. Period. Period. Just twist that wire around if it's not tight enough for you and that hole is showing. You do not want your hole to show. Period. All right, so that is straight. We'll come back and snip that off if we have to. Now, this swing is all about ornaments and birds. Now we're gonna go behind this one and do the same thing. So we're gonna go up under here like let's go ahead and fold this for my ornaments to be off. Okay, we're gonna try to center it as much as possible. Go up under there where you can't be seen. Must have a little knot up in it because it won't push straight out these big holes. But be careful, you don't want to. Oh, I can see that knot. I can take it out. Let's take it out. We can take it out a little bit. Much better. Straighten your bow up and see if the center good enough for you. Now let's go up under there and just twist it. And you don't have to do too much because once this wire is twisted, it ain't going nowhere. All right. Let's go on the other end. We're gonna go up underneath this bird. So like I said, I'll probably be putting this on my table somewhere in my house. If it's not my table, my coffee table. If it's not my dining room table, it'll be my coffee table. And let's pull it as tight as we can. Like something is blocking it there. It must have been that. I gotta pull that one really tight. And then we have some more embellishments if we wanted to hide it more, that hole. Maybe put a flower or something there. I picked these acorns. Only thing came in that little box was acorns, birds, and squirrels. And I got this from Hobby Lobby for half off. I forget how much the exact price was, but I got these from Hobby Lobby. And the other ornaments, like these size one, I got it from Hobby Lobby. In one of these big tubes was the ornaments. And the birds came in a tub like this. Acorns. They got silver pine, not acorns. I keep saying acorns, but pine cones, squirrels, and red pine cones, silver pine cones, green squirrels, kind of like a grayish looking squirrel, and red birds and green birds. I got this ribbon from Sam's. I got my mesh from either Hobby Lobby, because like I told y'all, I done had this for a while. I don't think either Hobby Lobby or Craft Outlet online. I ordered some of my stuff. I don't want to stick myself like I did the other day, so I had to stop and go get a Band-Aid and all of that stuff. Alright, so that is the other one right there. How many more over here do I have? I just made one more of these, so let's put that on the side. Let's go ahead and let's put our roses or whatever kind of flower this. I didn't tie this one, or it came out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tie another. Oh, the whole thing came out, y'all. The whole thing. Let's see what we can do, because it was sticking out a little bit, so I guess it will reach the end barely. I don't know what, maybe I cut it off with my thing. Maybe, oh, don't come back out. Maybe too much. I cut it too much and cut the tip of it. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and see, can we make it as flat as possible so it can go through there. I must have cut something. Let's try to put it back in there again. Straighten it out as much as possible. try this again. I didn't go deep enough. My wire is showing. Let's go up underneath this gold. And it was perfect, tight, and everything. It was perfect. Now, let's see, can we twist it around? I'm glad these holes are pretty big for in the green mesh. Where all the mesh got pretty big holes where you can stick a Chanel stamp down there. Now I come back and do the cutting. I just want to put everything. So I got a rose there. I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. So let's focus on the connection part and okay, there's another one. And you want to use Chanel stamps to kind of match whatever colors you have going on. And you can also bend these flowers. Alright, so, ooh, my glue gun is on. When did I turn that on? I don't think I need it, so I turn it off. Alright, we got a rose there, rose there. Let's put a rose on each end. I like how that rose is setting, so we might have to try to push our rose down a little further. As long as it don't look too overly smushed. But I think it'll have more security if it's laying down a little flatter. If we can do that. I think the reason it's doing that because I put it around the cedar. Let's see, can we take this one out without tearing our mesh? Okay, we got a rose there. Let's see, can we put a rose here? Now we don't want to mess up our bow, so Let's put one right here, right in between these birds. Nah, we don't want to mess up our bow. Take that Chanel stem out, because when I get ready to cut it, I don't want to be pulling. Now I'm putting this around the wire, but I think that'll work. It still holds it tight. Now let's spread this out, because these are big 8-inch loops on this bow. So we don't want to interfere with our bow. So let's go ahead and put another rose on this end. How many more bows I got? So we can put one back here. Now all I did was these had some pretty big stems. So what I use my wood burner with these big huge stems, and just put a hole in it. Just put a hole in it and drove my Chanel stem through that. Okay, we got a rose back there. Let's put a, okay. Let's put another rose right behind, right on the end of this one. Did I tie that too? This has been an all-day thing for me, just trying to prepare. But I did stop and take some breaks. And I can't forget the theme of the day. You see, I have my special delivery truck, and I ran into a sign. What's that? And I'm trying to find the best way to put it. I don't want to cover up nothing. So can it go behind? Can it go behind our bow? Let's see, do we have anything to connect it to, and whether it's gonna sit up right. I think it'll be fine right back there. So let's put it back there. But we want it to stand up, sort of. gonna work out, but we're gonna try. We are going to try. Now, we don't want to. May have to reposition that bow. Or we gonna put this truck up in there somewhere. Maybe standing up good without that other Chanel stem. So let's see, can we reposition our bow? Alright, so gonna bring it back on the side. How we had it. I would have it sitting like this, kind of like on its side. We don't want to cover up everything. Let's see how it's going to work back here. Will it be covering up this truck? Now, if it's going to be sitting on its side, we'll position these loops. I might have to cut that tail down anyway. Now, that bow ain't going to look right sitting that low. So I'm going to put my bow right back where it was. Yeah, everything want to fall down. These was behind my bow. So let's put this wang is throwing everything off. Gotta make sure my wood burner is off, because that dropped. And my bow maker, it didn't break it. I got to move this truck because it didn't mess with the position on my bow. That ain't gonna work there in the center. My bow was perfect. That was the whole purpose of putting it on there first, to position it right. Alright, let's put it back up here. Make sure everything is good. Put it right back where it was. Now we'll straighten that up after. I just didn't disturb everything on here. Go ahead and bend that swing, because it wanna lose its position. So, all right, now where did we leave off at? Should we put some eucalyptus in here, or that's just to be too much? I don't think we need that. It just throws it off. I got flowers on here. I don't need all that greenery. It ain't that. So we got one on each end. We got two bows here, flowers here, in which this one is not tight enough. So we're gonna tighten this one up some too. We want everything to be nice, tight, and secure on here. And I tied this one around that wire, so it's not secure enough for me. It's loose. It's secure and everything. It's just loose. Okay, I went under with that. All right, so and what this one is sitting up a little higher. Unless I bend it back a little bit. Nah, it ain't sitting right, y'all. I'm taking away this thing, the right one. Yeah, I want it to sit up high like this one. So we may have to find a piece of tinsel. Or something sort of sturdy. That's too far. Let's see, can we put it on this tinsel? And if it's not right, it ain't gonna be right. Because after a while, you get tired of messing with stuff. If it don't work out for you, it'll work itself out. Now we'll put another one around this wire. I told y'all I'm sort of a kind of a perfectionist too. I don't stop until I get it right, like I really want it. And being a perfectionist will wear you out. And I'm like that with everything. Everything in my house, I'm like that. I mean, I put curtains up in my office area. And it was just balance. And that I had left over from the other house. I put whole curtains up in every room, even the bathroom, even the laundry room, except the office is in the front of the house. So I wanted some light to stay there. So I dug down and found my balance that I had. And I didn't have but 2 of the brown, but I think I had 4 of the cream. So I took down that balance about, about 5 times before I got it right. I'm gonna show you guys one day, and it's perfect. It is perfect now, but I didn't stop until I got it right. I mean, I got so tired. And I did it for like 3 or 4 days straight, because I leave it up at night, and then I go there and look at it, and it don't look right to me. It was something wrong, but I finally figured it out until I got it right, y'all. All right, so we got a flower here, flower there, flower on the end. Let's see how many flowers I got left. It may not even be even over here with the flowers either, so I just have to find a random place to put it. And then I didn't count them, so I may have some that done dropped on the floor or something. Then I got some roses over there. I wasn't gonna mess with those roses. So let's see. Right here, they got that big. Maybe I'll put my truck, because my truck gotta go somewhere. My truck matches my ribbons. Maybe I'll put the truck in this empty spot over here. It don't have to be in the center, just where you can see this truck. And it's small. It's small enough for this swing. We need something heavy, like on a swing, for it to be positioned. Not on the swing, I meant the tinsel. Need something heavy to tie it against. So, let me make sure my glue gun don't fall down with all this sliding and carrying on. Let's see, can we find maybe another piece right here? I gotta start bringing you guys on my walks with me. I'm gonna start doing my little daily. Well, it ain't gotta be daily. Oh, about maybe three times a week. Take y'all on my little walk around my neighborhood with me. That way I can get in some exercise. Because I definitely need it. Let me loosen that up a little bit. You don't want your truck look like it's smashed up against your mesh. So go ahead and pull it out a little bit. And tie it from there. You put the Chanel stem on it around that big piece of tinsel. It ain't going nowhere. So I don't think we might need to. Let's let out this side a little bit too. Now, I don't know which is which. I got to look at it. Where did I bring it from? Oh, that's the bottom. So, I tell you what, since they got this big space right here with all these Chanel stems popping up, I hate to take one loose, so we're just going to tuck it. I don't know whether it's from the truck or what. So, we're going to go ahead and throw a flower on top of there to cover up those Chanel stems. And put another Chanel stem there. But it'll have a nice pretty flower there. And we just wrap it around 2 or 3 times. I always do extra, 4 or 5 sometimes. But 2 will hold it. Bring that other flower out. And there you go. Now let's go ahead. What do we need here? And then I have this one here that I didn't have like forever. We're gonna go ahead and put that one. I don't know. Do we need it? I'll put a couple of roses there. These roses, I put them back in because they're kind of off. The color is off. A little like a faded red. So you don't want nothing that look like it's faded up there. So I think that's it. And then we will secure these a little more. Bring them up a little bit. Maybe we can bring them over that flower. Just bring them around where you can see them. And bring them little birds over that truck. You try to want as much as possible to show. Everything you're putting on there means something to you. So you would want them to show. You'll cut that little piece of wire later. Yeah, this how it would lay. It would lay on its side. Just like that. Have that squirrel trying to get up in that tree. on the truck. Well, let's go ahead and straighten out our bow. And that's it. I think that's all I'm going to put on there. I don't know. This flower may be a little bit out of place, but I would think about it. But right now, I'm just going to leave it alone. Straighten out our bow. Pull it in so you can see it. I think I'm going to cut this tail. Special delivery. So the truck is delivering Christmas trees. Now this probably go on my formal dining room table. I would have this on my website, but I don't like to hook up. Y'all saw the way I did my mesh because it was leftover mesh. So I don't sell anything that is beautiful. But I know what I did, and that's just me. I don't go there. But you can't tell. You can't tell about my mesh. But you know what I did, and I know what I did. But that just lets you know you can use leftover mesh. Bring all your little pieces together and make something beautiful. Go ahead and cut this tail off so it can stand up to be seen, because it want to lay down. And don't be scared to cut your ribbons. I used to hear a lady saying that, but now I know what she means. That's why I like to buy the 50 yards. You buy them little, I don't forgot how many yards, because I hardly ever buy them anymore. What is it, 2 yards or something like that? I wouldn't even waste my time unless I really, really needed that piece for something. So this is it, y'all. Let me turn it around where y'all can see it really good. Let me move some of the stuff out the way for it be on the floor. It's time to go chill out. It. So I got my flowers. I would take a picture and put it up too so you can see it. Oh, shoot, what am I doing? I thought I was tightening it, y'all, but I was loosening the thing up. That's when you know you're getting tired. I've been at this all day. But I finally finished. I gotta find a perfect place to get a good picture. But it will be on. So don't y'all forget to subscribe, and y'all come over here tomorrow now. Come over here. I'm having that giveaway. So get here tomorrow. I am going to have a fall wreath to give away. So y'all come over here. Come over here and see, can you win. The only requirements, if you got to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page. Both of my pages is VK3 Reef and Things. Y'all go ahead and do that so you can be in a drawing. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to subscribe and follow for have a chance at a free wreath. It'll be on your door before Halloween. Oh, I think that is beautiful. I think that is so beautiful. I want to take a picture tonight, but I got to find that special place. I already have my table. I may do it on my desk. I may take a picture on my desk because my former dining room table is already decorated with fall stuff. So I think I'll put this on my office and take a picture. Office desk. But that bow look like it's not centered, but it is. It might need to go over a couple inches. Y'all remember I said 27? 27 is over just maybe an inch. But I'll fix it later. I don't feel like doing it now. Yeah, but it may just look like that to me. It's centered, y'all. It's centered. I'll center it that way. Did y'all see what I did? I say I would center it that way. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and follow, like, and share. Please comment. I love those comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you later. Good night.